Hey, it's me, it's Brandon T here with the Painting with Magic Show and BrandonThomasArt.com. And today I thought we'd do is another nice little painting. Something we may try to put more details into this one. Basically, I have a 16x20 canvas spear with the normal amazing white on that. And I have the colors go across the screen for you, same order as I have my old palette. And what I'm doing now, I thought I'd talk to you today about a cool little brush that I got now. It's a new little brush that's on the website now. BrandonThomasArtSupply.com is our online store. And this little brush here is a very unique little brush. It's great for beginners. And it has a nice unique little handle. This is a black handle design instead of our normal green handle. That way you know what you got. It's a unique little brush. Finger grips on it and everything. It's made for, we call it the banger brush, because you can bang in clouds, trees, all kinds of cool little things with it. We'll try to use this brush today into this painting because I got a lot of beginner students out there who said they can't get clouds going, and I figured this little brush, this little tool here will help you a lot. It's only $4.99. Great deal. You can get it on there right now. Okay, so let's get started with it today. Let's go into some yellow. Let's go into a little yellow today. I'm going to use my 2-inch landscape brush, my signature brushes. You can also find those on the website. Okay, let's get a little bit of that. And let's see here. Put a little bit there. Nice sunshine. Alrighty. Now I'm just using a X stroke, but I'm doing it this way. Sideways, kind of. Okay. I figured we'd use that little banger brush to put in some clouds. Okay. And while we got this brush going, let's take a little white, titanium white with the same old brush. Let's go back up in here now. And I just want to make it a little bit brighter. Just a little brighter. Okay, now let's go into some alizarin crimson. I'm using some basic colors today. Not too much colors. Just your standard stuff that you probably already have right now in your little toolbox. Okay? So let's go right here. Okay, let's get them on in. I figured we'd do maybe some shadow clouds today. Kind of scrape it up this way, move it up. What I'm doing right now is a little technique of, I call it flaring. And what it's doing is it's moving paint up so I can get cloud shapes going. Something I started doing, see that? I can move the brush up and get some whips going. And when I blend it, it kind of creates some cool little stringy whippy clouds kind of going in here. Okay. Now I'll take my old 1-inch brush. I'm going to take some titanium white and a little bit of blue. Let's see what we get here first. Okay, that's a nice little color. Let's use this now, and then we may darken it up as we go. I'm going to use circles. Get on. Don't want too much blue up here because I don't know. We'll see what we get. Kind of going off the top of my head like I normally do, but I kind of got a good idea what I want to paint today. I don't want too much going on because I kind of want some nice stormy clouds in here maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Now toss in a little more blue. Get on. Okay. So let's check this old banger brush here, and let's use this to mix these together. That's a good little way you can blend. Right on all natural hairs. We can blend that together. Then I'll grab another one I have going. I'm gonna blend this down here. I have 2 of them today. Okay, I can blend with this brush that easily. Let's see here, what kind of cloud we want to throw in here. Let's mix up as a nice little purpley color. I took crimson and some white. I'm going to gradually add Prussian blue to it. Not a lot at first, just keep going with it until you get a blue that you like. Don't start off with a ton of blue because you're going to eat that crimson up. I like a purpley blue color like this one. I guess more on the red side. Okay, that's a great one. You can check it by just taking a little touch of white. So you got the very nice violet color. Because we take the little banger brush now and we'll load it up into this violety purple color we get. And I'm going to bang it into the paint. One corner. I'm using the bottom two finger holes here, little finger grippers. And I'm just going to bang it into it. That's how you load it up. And I loaded up one corner. Okay, let's go up here now. And let's just tap in some stuff here. Now, this is a new brush, so I probably need some more paint. So when you have a new brush like that, you gotta let it kind of suck up some paint. We're gonna mix more of the paint because you need a lot more paint. Okay. And I just tossed in a tiny touch of burnt umber because I want it to be a little more gray blue. Kind of changed my mind on it. So now I got a pile of paint. We're going to load it into the pile of paint. Really get it loaded up good. So take your finger and just really push it into the paint. Now you come up here and you can bang in some clouds. You can get your shapes going by banging in clouds. You're going to get nice fluffy clouds. Now this is one way to do the clouds with this brush. And you can blend them like you normally do. Okay? But you can also take this brush and blend like this. Just take it flat on there, because one side doesn't have any paint on it. And blend it out. See, we blended the bottom out already. You could tap on the clouds. That easily. Get more paint on the old brush. And you get nice open clouds with this. And then when you want to blend it, just put it flat on there and then give it a stroke. You can paint them this way too. Go sideways and make them come out like that. See that? It's a super easy brush for beginners to use. You just got to use a little more paint on it. So if you want more of a topper on it, you just crunch it in like that. Very easy. I'm going to grab another brush that I've got here. And it has a little yellow on it. And it'll even lighten it up even more. So we can blend out the base of this. And because we use it to blend with a little go, I already have some paint on it. Okay? So it's a great little brush for this. Lighter pressure. No pressure at all. Very easy. There's your cloud. See that? Very easy. I'm going to go a step farther. Now you can get this effect with this brush by itself. Or we can even soften it up even more using our hake brush, or 2-inch little hake brush here. And really soften it down some. See? So if you have a couple of brushes here, if you got our signature brush set, my signature brush set on there, which was on sale for 50% off, so we may have another 50% off sale coming up soon. So if you're interested in having these brushes, it's a great time to get them because they'll be on 50% off. And see, this brush is gonna even drag it out a little bit more. Then I can fluff it up a little bit more. I can soften it down just a little bit. Wipe it out. All when you're using your hake brushes, they pick up a lot of paint. So wipe it out. After a couple strokes on your paper towel, wipe it off. Okay? That's easy. Okay. I want to take a fan brush now. I'm loaded up into a little bit of that color, a little titanium white, and touch of this yellow. So what kind of color we get? Okay, we get a green. I want more red in it. Okay. It's a pretty nice color. Okay, it's kind of a rusty orange color. Let's see what we get up here. Kind of like to experiment with these colors. And one reason I made the it's more purple because yellow and purple are complementary colors. And so you'll get a nice sellable painting when you use complementary colors. Your paintings sell a lot quicker because it just draws people into it. No problem at all. Okay, now we kind of used that and kind of showed you a little bit of that because I got a lot of questions on that little brush. Let's put some mountain in here. We'll take some crimson, some black, some blue. I want a nice dark mountain today. And we'll get a little roll of paint on the old edge of the knife. Get it out, pull it out. Okay, let's go back in here now. And I want this mountain to kind of just wherever I want them to go. And another one right there. Now, I want you to see something as I broke this paint. As it braked. You can see the color come through. So what you could do is you could leave some of that through there. Like that. And it can give you some nice effects. But I don't want that today. But it's a great little thing in case you want something like that through it. I just want a nice solid mountain here. Right there, a nice, neat, unique little brush. You can do some cool things with that brush. You can do trees. And like I said, it's a great beginner brush to start learning and get results quicker. So I'm going to scrape some of this paint away. And there's my mountain. So I have most of the mountain here. Okay. That's good. I'll take the little 2-inch brush and we'll just pull this out. I want a pretty large mountain in here today. See the mountain going. Pretty large. Okay. And take the old palette knife. Now you can also use that little banger brush for mist on the bottom, but I don't want no mist today. I want to grab some white, some burnt umber. Maybe a touch of black with that to darken it up some more. I'm going to get a nice little roll of that. Let's go up in here now. And I'm going to start over here. Just getting them on. Some color on him. No pressure is up on here. Okay. Now, skipping around. Now, the reason I skip around for is so I can start shaping out this mountain. Because skipping around helps me lay it out. Okay. I'm going to start adding more brown into this. One more brown, maybe a little bit more. Okay. This is almost straight Van Dyke brown I'm adding to it now. So I want some more darks through there. I can throw some through here. Right now we're just kind of laying in the underneath it. Find what's going on here. And I'll grab some of that mountain color I mixed up. You can do it throughout the whole thing. And it's how you layer mountains. You get these nice details in them. You get some nice stuff going. You get tons of questions on that. Now, I posted just a few minutes ago on Facebook. If you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you know that I asked the question, do y'all want to see a live answers and questions video, Q&A, questions and answers video? If you want to see something like that, after this show goes up. So if you have any questions while I'm painting, write them down, and I'm planning on doing a live Q&A to answer some of your questions live. So we're going to try to do something like that. I don't know if we're going to do it on Facebook or we're going to do it on YouTube. Something like that. So I get a lot of requests to do some live shows. And right now I'm not sure about doing live painting shows right now. And if I did do a live painting show, I'd probably be with one camera. And a lot of you guys like these multi-camera videos. That way you can see more of what I'm doing. But we might be able to do something with questions and answers, a Q&A or something. Right now I took some black and some blue. There's a little touch of crimson to add with this. I'm not sure how much you can see of this on here. But I'm just kind of adding some darks. Shaping this out. I kind of wanted to have a snow going through here and some grass down here. Kind of something similar that I painted before that I posted on to Facebook. So if you like the painting, the Brand Thomas art page on Facebook or the Painting with Magic page, like both those pages because we're going to be doing some cool stuff with those pages. You'll get updates. You'll know when we're doing a live event or something. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you get all these updates on our videos. You get to see all these videos. So when you subscribe and share these videos, it really helps us. And plus, you'll be able to know exactly when a new show posts. But if you like us on our social media pages, Twitter, Facebook, things like that, you'll be able to get all these updates. So let's take and make a lighter brown color, like we did earlier. Now this has a touch of blue in it because of the underbases that we was doing. But I want a little more brown. Kind of as I go. I get a little bit roll of that. No pressure to kind of bounce this knife around a little bit. Okay, let it kind of bounce and break and every little thing you can do. Not sure exactly how much you'll see right there. We'll probably have some trees in there. And this is another layer. We're going to add another layer on top of this one too. A little lighter layer. Now, I get some comments before, don't add too much, don't add a lot of black to your paintings and all that stuff. I like a lot of the black into my paintings. I really like the depth it gives to it. But I also add little touches of blue and brown to it so it kind of gives it more color. But I like the darkness that I get with the black. So do what you want to do. I like these paintings with a lot of black in them. I'm just going to add much more of that color I was using. This may have a little more brown in it. Okay. Alright, now so if you want your mountain to be more like this one here, you can stop right now and you'll be perfectly fine. But I want to add another layer of color, a little darker, a little lighter layer. That way I can really make it pop off here. So I'm taking some white now. I'll take a little touch of yellow, touch of red in that, crimson, so it's not a completely bright white. Then a touch of the brown. And I'm going to get a roll of that. And down here at the bottom, I want to make it look like maybe there's some snow melting off this mountain. And as you go, it'll pick up some color and make it dark, or it'll kind of make it on where it's completely a bright white. Okay, you can put little, something like that. And you can toss a touch up here. Kind of let it go down here some. Kind of do what you want to do on it. So if you want to add it more, you can add more, or you can add less. Now I'm going to make a light blue tone. Use a little small end. I'm going to kind of throw a little of this in here above the knife. Then I want to kind of smush it around through there. Well, it kind of gives the shadows a little depth to it. Hit that old palette against that wall. Okay. You can do as much detail work as you want to on this mountain. Okay. I think it might be all I'm going to do to this mountain here. I may make it a bit brighter down here. I don't know how much brighter it's going to look like on the camera, but be a little brighter, I guess. Okay. Going to put some darks down here, so I want to working on the light. I'm taking a good chunk of this stuff. I'm adding some sap green to it too, because I just mix those all together, pick them up, scrape it up, mix it around. Nice dark color, because now we're going to work with the little meadow underneath it. I'm going to take my old 2-inch landscape brush and tap it in there. And let's tap in some grass. Follow the angle of your mountain here. Now, I'll probably take that little banger brush and put some little trees here, trying to show you how that works as well. Because, like I said, it's a new brush on the website of BradThomasArtSupply.com. I get so many questions, so I'll try to use it as much as possible on this one. Just kind of give you an idea. I'm going to come back and I'm going to add a little bit of that snow coming into this meadow once I get this all in here and the highlights on and stuff. But you can use a little banger brush for snowflakes, sand details, all kinds of stuff you can use it for. And it's an inexpensive little brush that I think you should have in your toolkit. It's a unique little brush. Alright. Get more of that color. And I'm using the Grumbacher pre-tested oil paints is what I'm using. I love the Grumbacher paints. They got so much pigment in them. Really saves you money when you got a lot of pigment in your paint. Also, speaking of that, we're going to be giving away a 10-piece paint set with Grumbacher. A little pre-tested set. I thought I'd mention next. I get a lot of questions on that too. This little set here, it's got 10 different colors in it. Great for beginners. Anybody want to get their feet wet with colors. Anybody doesn't really know what colors to buy, it's a great little set to have. It's got almost all the colors in it that I use. Phthalo green is one that I really don't use a lot, but you can alter it to make it more like sap green. You can put a little brown in it, a little burnt umber in it. But most of the colors in this I use on the show. It's got a different yellow in it. Bismuth yellow, I believe it's pronounced. It's basically like cadmium yellow, about the same color. So it's got some great colors in it. Grumbacher pre-tested. They may be a little more pricier than most paints out there, but they're worth the money. You're going to save money in the long run because of all the pigment. And the other thing I recommend for you to buy if you're working on paintings and you want to work on for a few days, get a sealed palette that we can put your paint in it and you can seal it back up. So it's a great little thing you can purchase. So back down here again, I'm just going to tap in some stuff. So about answering a lot of questions today, because I get a lot of them. Okay, I want to add more color to my palette. Not too much more, but a little bit more. I'll pick it up later. I'll take a little banger brush again. I'm going to load it into some black and some sap green. And look at all the texture I'm getting on this. This is a natural bristle brush. Okay, get a nice amount of paint on that. And I can get some trees in here. Open trees. If I want open, I can get them open. But down here I don't, so I'm going to push up. So, depends how you want it. If you want open trees, bang it. If you want closed trees, smush it up. Just give it a nice tap. And so we'll see how this works for you today. Depending on how you want to go. Hope you can see those shapes. It's that darkness. Okay. So just experiment with it. It's a unique little brush. I can turn it sideways. I can use it that way. Maybe I'll show you what these looks like open trees. If you want nice open leaves. See that? You make those nice open trees. Something that beginners struggle with tremendously is making those open trees. And so down here at the bottom, I can just push it up and no one really knows. Same thing. Okay, there. Just crunch it in. Bang, 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 bang. Bang it on in there. Okay. Let's see. Let's put some tree limbs in here. I'm going to use some of my amazing clear medium. And some white. Some of this color here. Okay. I've got one dip into the little tube. You see there. You don't want to go too much. Because if you get too thin, it's going to run on you. You want it thin enough to where you can get it to come off the brush. Just thin enough to come off the brush. There's some trees here. But this is kind of more on these mountains. This video was. Okay, I'm going to take a look at my brush system here. This brush system has a locking lid on it. That way that it don't spill on you or the fumes will just come out. It's got a nice little lever on it. Along with the screen on the bottom, actually has a unique screen on it now. It actually has a dipped coating bottom of the screen. And I'll probably do a video on here later on the bucket system. It has a nice little screen on the bottom that has a dipped coating on the bottom, so it gives you some grip on the bottom of your bucket, which keeps it from spinning around on the bottom. And it's actually a lot larger than it used to be. So I want to see if we can get some highlights on here. Get a little amazing white. A little of that black. Let's see if we can highlight here. Get some highlights going there. Okay, a little thinner. Now this brush is set up totally different than brushes that you're probably used to using, because it's a unique shape. So I'll get a little more paint going. See the texture that comes off of that. A little more blue in it. And then you can also, like I said, push in some trees. And you get a different effect than what the 1-inch brush will give you. A little different. You know, different little, more like a thorn bush. Okay, and like I said, you can use the sides to do things with it. Then I'll show you the 1-inch brush, what it looks like with the 1-inch brush now. So you kind of get to see the different little effects you get. See there? Totally different. So see there, we got two different styles of trees going. The 1-inch brush will give you more of a open bush. This is going to give you a little more like a thorny bush up. But you get some nice openness with it too. Okay, let's take a little palette knife and some of that white. I'm just going to kind of pull it down into this. Okay. But again, about the questions and answers, so like I said, I'm not sure if they're going to be on the Facebook page or YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to both of those, that way you will not miss it. I'm not sure exactly what day it's going to be on. Okay, I'm going to tap in some grass down here. Nice, lovely grass. Also, you can go to BrandonThomasArt.com and you can find an art instructor. If you're wanting to take art classes with this project or any of the projects on my YouTube channel or whatever, you can go and find one of my art instructors and take a workshop there. If you want to become an instructor, you can check out the different instructor programs. They have 3 different programs. So if it's something that you might be interested in, it's a great program. Great way to start teaching classes, and you get a tremendous amount of benefits too. So check it out on the website at BrandonThomasArt.com for those. Okay, back here. However far you want it to go. No pressure. So however you want to do. The snow is melting. There's that. Let's take and decide what I want to do. I want to add some little highlights here. I'm going to take a little more Amazing White. See that? I can get some nice little flower effects through here. Like that. So there we go. I want to thin down some brown paint real quickly. So that's black. We use black instead. Okay. And let's put the tree limb coming out of here. There we go. The little tree, it's just hangs out. You get a nice little detail. Nice little tree limb. It just falls out of here. Okay. No pressure. The paint roll. If the paint's not rolling off your brush, just add a little more Amazing Clear. You can even add touch of paint thinner if you want to, depending on what you want to use. Okay, just like that. It could be even make it a little thicker. Just a limb comes off there. It's somewhere over here the tree is. Put as much detail as you want to in it. Okay, put the lid off real quick. Okay, I think I got to finish painting for the amount of time that we had here to do it in. I think I spent a little longer on this one because I kind of want to answer some questions. I get a lot of questions. I'm going to sign this painting. Okay, I'm just going to use an off green cone here. Use any color you want. Okay, you can spend more time and you can add some tall grasses in here and things. I just kind of wanted to show you quickly today on how that little banger brush works. We'll use it in more videos. I might even make a separate video for it just to show you more on it, sit down with more time on it. I really wanted to get to these mountains today because there's a lot of work on those mountains today. So if you have any questions, remember to write them down for our live event coming up. Either be on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page or my personal Facebook page. I'm not sure exactly which one's going to be on, so add me as a friend on Facebook, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the channel. That way you can be updated on that. I'm wearing one of the t-shirts that we sell on the website that helps produce these shows, the supplies, the brushes. You know, I want to thank anybody who's done business with me personally. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and thank you very much for your support. So this one here is ready for an art gallery. So is yours, and I'll see you all real soon.